Hey there, everybody. It's Dave with sluiceboxgold.com. Just wanted to take a minute and go over a few things. Um, Basically, most of the gold in the areas where I'm doing my digging is very fine. I guess you'd just call it small flakes. So I've seen things online about fine gold recovery. I've even seen specific sluice boxes that are designed for that, but I think you can pretty much modify any sluice box quite easily for fine gold recovery. And as you can see, the sand that I'm dealing with is just black. I mean, heavy black sand. Here's some in my sluice box. Obviously, it's gathering up on the sides here. But what I've done is I've taken the standard matting that came with this RDH sluice box, which was this, and I just find the carpet is just too coarse. My fine gold is just going to get trapped all inside there. In fact, there could be lots of gold inside there already. But one solution is to just flip that over, put that in like so, under the bracket here. You pull this up, put this under, flipped over, because this side is kind of a rubber, and the gold is more likely to stick to that, I find, the small flakes. But beyond that, I've gone to the hardware store and I found different types of carpet. And this one has just a different type of rubber matting on the back. So I've cut a piece of that out and put that underneath there. But the pattern you're seeing there on top is just this roll of, I guess you call it just non-slip drawer material, stuff you put on the base of a drawer to give a little bit of cushion and no slip if you're putting containers in there, stuff like that. So just cut a strip of that off. It's got holes right through it, but what I find that probably helps in my fine gold recovery. So I've got those two things layered from here to here, and then the standard rubber matting that came installed is right there, and I believe I see some little fine flakes in there. But I think this part down here is going to capture any that sneak by up here. So anyway, I'm going to turn on my sluice. I'm going to run some more of this really black sand through, and we'll see what we can do out of it. But anyway, that's just a little tip on sort of overhauling your own sluice box to turn it into a fine gold recovery sluice. So anyway, hope that helps, and I'll let you know how I make out. Okay, well, I have just sluiced about, I'm going to say, 5 cups of black sand that I classified. Actually, a lot of that isn't very classified, but it's just really black fine sand. So I panned out what was left in the sluice, and I'm going to put it under a magnifying glass here just so it makes it a bit easier to see. And up at the top there, pretty much dead center, you're going to see the gold flakes that I found in this. Now, they are pretty small. They're hardly even worth getting out of the pan. But anyway, what it does tell me is I'm getting into more concentrated gold material. So I think I'm starting to find better locations along the coast where my claim is, and so I'm kind of excited about that. I think by the time I get through the rest of that bucket, I should have, hopefully a dozen or more flakes, and hopefully some of them are bigger than this. There they are. There they are without the magnifying glass. And There they are through the magnifying glass. So anyway, that's what I've done in the last 10-15 minutes. Not too much to show for it, but it is promising, so I'm pretty excited about that. And I should note that that's more flakes than I've been picking up running my sluice with basically the factory carpet that came with it, because I think this carpet right here is just too coarse for fine gold flakes like I'm dealing with. So like I say, I did change that out. This is the piece that I put in, although I just bought a mat at the hardware store that looked a little different. The back side, I think, is the key. In fact, looks like I didn't get all the material out of that. I'll have to drop that into my pan here in a second. And then I've also coated it with this, which is just basically no-slip shelf matting. And it seems to be a good combination. So anyway, something you might want to try, and I'll let you know how I make out.